Okay, so now let's talk a little bit in more detail about the volume, because I thought you had a pretty good idea. And how did you count the 20 cubes here? What did you do?
Well, there are 8 cubes on the top because if you just, it's 9 cubes minus this cube.
Okay.
And then it's the same on the bottom.
All right.
It's 16 cubes.
So that's 8 plus 8.
And then you have 17, 18, 19, 20. So 8 plus 8 plus 4.
Plus 4 equals 20. Awesome. Okay.
So I did sort of a complementary counting approach.
Okay.
So I pretended it was all filled in.
All right.
That would mean 27. So then you have to count which cubes are missing. We've got one from each face and the little center cube.
Okay. So minus 6 minus 1.
Which is 20.
Which is 20. Okay. Cool. You want to see a third way?
Alright, sure.
I'm going to pretend also that we start with a full cube. Okay, pretend it's full.
Yep. 27.
And I'm going to drill out a little hole right here. Zhunk. So I drilled this part out. Okay, hold that. That's the one straight from the top to the bottom, you see?
Yeah. So
Now I'm going to, so that's minus 3. Now I'm going to drill out this part on the side here. Zhunk. Drill out those 3. And then I'm going to drill out the parts from the sides this way. Okay, so that's minus 3 more.
So
every time I made it drilled out, I got 3 cubes out, right?
yeah, but the center cube, you kept overlapping. Every time you drilled it,
Uh-huh.
you counted the center cube 2 times. 3 times actually, but you only need to count it once. So you have to add 2 to this.
Oh, interesting. So once I take out 3 cubes from each direction, how many cubes are left in the center?
Well,
There's minus 2 cubes.
There's minus 2 cubes in the center. What? I gotta put those back. See that? So it's 27 minus 9 plus 2.
Which is 27 minus 7 or 20.
20. So that's kind of a neat way of thinking about it, right?
yeah.
Okay. Now, can you imagine building? I'll put a picture on the blog so people can see what the level 2 is.
Yeah.
But can you imagine a level 2?
Yeah.
Because you just have to put these together in a shape
Uh-huh.
of we have to put these together in the shape of that.
Yeah. So how many cubes is that going to be?
Well, you have
How many of these cubes or how many of this?
How many of these, the single cubes?
Well, there's 20 of these per square, and there's that. If we say that, and then we have to use 20 of these cubes to build the thing.
Okay.
So it's 20 times 20, which is 400.
Whoa. So level 2 has a volume of 400.
Whoa.
Whoa. And they were making a level 3, right? So the level 2 cube, level 2 maker sponge,
Yeah.
has 400 little cubes, or 400 of those little cubes you made yesterday out of business cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And each one had 6 cards it took to make, right?
Wow, that would be a lot of cards.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be, right? In fact, it would be 400 times 6, which is
2,400.
2,400. And what about the level 3, which they
We
were
have to multiply that by 20.
400 times 20? What's that going to be?
I think it's 8,000
8,000.
times 6 is 48,000.
Wow. And that doesn't even count the little stickers on that they have to put on the surface, right?
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay. Hey, so we figured out the volume formula. We just keep multiplying by 20. Okay.
Cool.
All right. Now for surface area. You ready?
Yeah.
Alright.
All right. Next movie.